Ladies and gentlemen, this is season 5. This is my season opener. It is I, the one and only Rome Davis, the host and creator. But right here, I have a very um, charismatic, energetic person here. Some of you have seen her, some of you have not, but I have the one and only Nymphtheenchantress.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much for being a part of No I.D. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you, it took a while, but we got here. We're at the point, you know what I mean?
It was a couple of weeks, maybe.
It was.
Might have been a month max.
It's all good, but look, you did it though. I appreciate you. You didn't have to. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. Like, how? How did you get and why?
What is this? What is this human existing in this simulation? Well, I always try to, first and foremost, I am Nymphtheenchantress. You may either know me as Nymph or Filthy Fairy. I try to compare life as The Sims. So this is just the online persona that I provide for you all. That's my best way to describe who, why, and what is going on here.
So it's like dominatrix type.
Oh, yes. That is one of the things I do for work. Yes, I am a femdom.
You're a femdom.
Sex worker. Yes.
How does one become a femdom? Is this something that you go to school for? Is this something that you just wake up for? Or
I mean, just like any other occupation, you do your research. And from there, I feel like there's various avenues as to how you can become whatever it is you want to be. It's not something you need to go to school for, but you need to have the knowledge. So
it's something that you just have to study and get involved into. So I respect it. Everybody has to hone the craft. So this is a craft, right? So one, I'm gonna salute you because you're creating content. And I always tell people on anything, especially No I.D, we always need Black content, especially. We definitely need more content and that explores into different avenues, because we live in a society where I guess we're afraid to be expressive or express ourselves in a sexual way or express ourselves in general. So, I saw a picture that caught my eye. We were just talking about it before we got on the air. I was like, you was at the liquor store. You had a guy. He was knelt over on all fours, and you was standing on top of him, getting top shelf alcohol. How did you? Is that what do you call him? I heard like the term pay pig and stuff like that. How does?
So, that is called using someone's body as an object. That is what I was doing. That is called objectification. So normally you'll see humans as stools. I mean, it depends on the scenario, but for me, I normally use people as a chair or a stool. In that sense, I was too short to get to the top. So I just needed some assistance. And what do you know? He was there. So it worked out. It worked out for me in the end. So, but that is called objectification.
Objectification. Is this like different levels of objectifications, different terms?
Different levels. It depends on the person's tolerance, like, and what exactly, because there's some people that could just, on their knees and hold something for you. You could use someone as a table and eat off them. It really, there's levels, but at the end of the day, it's all about comfortability. So
totally get it. I saw I was researching. I tried to research a little bit. Like they have financial dominations. I saw this video with a lady had a guy. He just went to the ATM machine and gave her $500 cash. Are you that as well too? This is like what Kevin Hart said, like what safe word is pineapples and stuff like that, or this is just
Yeah. So what was the question though? Do I have people like that, or
yeah, do you have like a roster of like subs?
I have clients. I don't me personally, I don't call them pay pigs, but I do have clients for certain things.
I mean, like I said, I really try to do my research. There's only so much research I can do on that phone.
You know yeah, I mean? Absolutely. You're good.
So
there's no silly questions here.
There's no silly questions, nah.
Yeah.
So fine. Like question, because we were talking, the other day, and you were saying you was also looking to break into professional wrestling as well too. So have you started training and everything for that?
Yes. I've been it's been half a year now. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting the work in. So I've been doing 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah.
So what was like one of your inspirations to getting into wrestling?
As for like WWE people, I would say Beth Phoenix has definitely been my childhood kind of like inspiration, especially as a powerful woman. I would say Beth Phoenix is definitely one of those like top 3 people for me that has inspired me to actually pursue it. So,
back then, 32.
Okay, yeah.
Back then, you would see the women wrestlers. You would see them mud wrestling. You would see them bra and panties matches.
I still want to do all that.
You still do?
I still want to do all of that. I want to get down and dirty. Backyard wrestling. I'm sorry I interrupted you, okay. But you're right. Like when you see divas, it's more sensual and because Beth Phoenix is beautiful. So I don't want to say cute, but just more petite and like you were saying, maybe more erotic. Whereas Beth Phoenix is just like, I don't care, man, female, non-binary, whatever, I'm gonna wrestle you. And I want to be able to not only just wrestle women, I'm trying to do a lot of intergender matches like regularly. So I'm trying to wrestle everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been like a big fan of Nia Jax, man. She was a beautiful woman. Oh my gosh. I done slid in her DMs. I hope she listens one day. I done slid in her DMs like maybe like 7 times. And I was like, maybe one day she'll see it. One day she'll see it. One day she'll see it.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna see it.
Yeah, Nia Jax, Nyla Rose, they're all hot to me. So yeah.
So have you wrestled your first match yet? Or
no. I've only been training since I started in December. So it hasn't even been a full year yet.
So you just running the ropes and stuff now? Yeah,
yeah, pretty much. I kind of write everything down that I've learned to keep track of things. This is my first time actually being like open about it too. So you just unlocked a level. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I would fist bump you right now, but like
yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I'm still trying to make sure I'm comfortable. As much as I want to just get in there and figure out what gear and stuff I want to do or wear and whatnot. I'm pacing myself, so.
Will you be wearing the mask as well too, or you don't know yet?
So I definitely want to get something custom. I know from what other people have told me, it's more difficult to wrestle in a mask. So I'm not exactly sure how I want it to look, but I think I would be more comfortable wearing some sort of like face thing. I don't know if it's going to be like a full one, or I don't know what the design is going to look like yet, but I'm aiming to still stick with the kind of like identity hidden type thing.
Now, question, and if I'm overstepping, just let me know. As far as the dominatrix stuff's going, I'm just gonna segue back to that. Right? Has it affected your dating life at all? Is anybody like falling in love with you? Like, man, she's and okay with it, or is it like it's a little different?
So once upon a time when I was trying to use dating apps, which for some reason they keep banning me. I would
Me too.
never I would never promote or advertise anything about my work life, but I guess it's just the way I exist. It's a problem and it's not normal. So when people ask the question, "Oh, what do you do for work?" Because that's like the top two things. Whenever you get to know somebody, that's like one of the first fucking things they say, and I'm just like, like I wish we lived in a world where how someone provides for themselves didn't fucking matter. But so anyway, I get into that conversation of what I do, and then most of the time someone will just be like, "Oh wow, well, I hope you don't think I'm gonna let you beat me while we're in bed," or say something that's so stupid and corny, and it's just like, I never even said that this was going to even like be a thing. And I don't know, some people get a little weird, and if that's the case, then we weren't meant to be. But that was back then. That was once upon a time. So now I feel like in this day and age, for queer people in particular, they kind of just understand like this is what they do. Cool. Is not as bad as it if I was on dating apps, it's yeah. But if I just like stay away from that, dating isn't so bad. But yeah, it could be the second someone asks what you do for a living, that's normally when it's like, all right, this isn't probably not gonna work. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like, being a comedian and podcasting, like I told this story before, I tried dating apps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried Facebook dating, and I didn't realize that they actually
Yes.
transfer your picture over, your profile picture over. So this is me literally on the mic
Mm-hmm.
with funny bone behind me, like the everything. So my page is public because like I'm a creator, so my stuff is public. I want everybody to see it. So
Absolutely.
I'm sending somebody a message, we match, and I'm like communicating, and like the conversation's going well. And she goes, "Tell me a joke." I said, "It doesn't work like that. I'm not just gonna ramble off a joke." I said, "If you ever saw Kevin Hart or Eddie Murphy in public, you won't walk up to them and say, 'Tell a joke.'
Thank you.
If you
Thank you.
date a firefighter, you won't set your house on fire just so this person can put out a fire. No, it does not work like that." So in the dating
Yeah.
realm, I believe you do have to hide your, especially when you're public or a creator, you do have to hide it. And I feel like as somebody that's dating somebody that's in that industry or any industry, you have to be very secure with yourself and not say anything out of pocket, but you need to also be upfront with them if you actually like into those type of things. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Heather Hunter has said this. If anybody don't know who Heather Hunter is, famous black porn star, changed the game. Heather Hunter, you would think a white lady, but she's black. How she was, it was on like HBO when I was a kid. I watched it, and she was like, "Yeah, I was dating this guy, and we had sex, and he rolls over to the nightstand and pulls out a pen and a paper and asks for her signature, her autograph." this is my age. It's pictures now. You want to take a picture for somebody, tag them. But it was like, he asked for an autograph. And she was like, wow, man, fuck, but I met a good one. And I'm like, that's literally what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, it's just like, if we can't speak telepathically, then we're not going to work.
So let's just say, have you had a situation where you was dating somebody and you hear what you were doing and then they found out and then it was like, oh, I want to do that too? Like, do you separate your profession from your personal life, your dating life?
That hasn't happened, but I do try to keep things. I'm trying to sit here and think. Yeah, I try to keep them separate to an extent. If we're dating, I'm not gonna be like, hey, let's do this session. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I keep them separate.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Like, like dating now with apps, just to let you know, I'm banned from Plenty of Fish. I don't know what the fuck I did, but I don't know what the fuck I did up there. I didn't disrespect nobody. I'm banned.
I feel that.
Like, as soon as I create a profile, the next day they're like, "Oh, we can't find you." I'm like, "Forgot password."
Yeah.
Like, you don't exist. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're just chatting it up. We're chatting it up like two homies, man. You got your drink. I don't drink, but we're just chatting up like two homies. I respect what you're doing.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like an awkward situation and somebody like a client professed their love for you before, or like been obsessed?
Not confess love, but there is slight obsession. There's someone I'm dealing with now that's kind of new, and I can definitely tell there's a slight obsession, which is fine to an extent. No boundaries have been crossed, but I can tell there's definitely slight obsession, just based off actions, but nothing to the point where I was uncomfortable. So
have you ever dated or thought about dating somebody? You keep it all.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, what's the end all goal with Nymphtheenchantress, with the wrestling, with the dom?
So this chapter, I feel like, is slowly coming to an end, and we're going to start a new chapter, and that's going to be when she wrestles. I don't think I'm going to be using the same name, but all my platforms will still I'll still have the same platforms, and I'm just going to branch over to wrestling when it's time. Yeah, I just feel like a chapter is ending. Like, everything that I wanted to do as this persona online, I feel like is coming to an end, and it's time to take the next step up and continue evolving.
So I got an exclusive. So you think you about to retire?
Yeah, yeah, online. Like, I'm trying to make that known. Like, online, they're retiring. Yes, that image that I'm providing for people is definitely coming to an end.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Everybody, it happened. I mean, keep moving on. It's just an expansion. That's all.
Yeah, it's still gonna be me, and it's still gonna be, there's nothing's changing. It's just, I guess, more so the sex work life. That is what's gonna slowly, for online purposes. Like, I know I don't want to do that forever online. So, that is kind of that chapter ending. That makes sense.
No, it makes perfect. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Okay, you're focused on getting your wrestling. I want to see you, and I want to see you somewhere where they're gonna push you. I don't know if it's gonna be WWE. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna say the names, because who knows, that company might call me one day and ask me to be a part of their network. I'm not gonna say any names. But
Yeah, let's just start in the indies, or I mean, hey, do my own events. And because there has been times where I've done performances that involved grappling, but I didn't have any actual professional wrestling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink water. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Solo cup.
Got the Hennessy and then cucumber water.
Okay.
Wow. There has been this is way before the pandemic, but I did perform at a show before where it was like slime. It was my cake sitting. So some people may know me for my cake sitting, and I would normally do that during conventions. But there was an event in my city, and my friend reached out. She was performing, and they needed, I guess, a visual. So I said, okay, I'm gonna reach out to one of my clients, and I want to make some cake and some slime, and just do some like just make a mess on stage, but also add like grappling and like leg locks and different positions in it while doing the slime and the cake sitting. So it was really messy, but it was hot. Yeah. Yeah, I have to show you that footage of that actually. So it's pretty cool. It's cool.
I mean, I was going to ask you what it would involved, but you kind of gave me the details of it. I would, if you feel comfortable enough, you're more than welcome to send it to my DMs or whatever the case may have. I'm down to watch it. Make sure you guys also support her by following and liking statuses. And you're on OnlyFans. You have 2 OnlyFans, right?
Yes. So I am on Twitter as well.
Okay.
I have a free OnlyFans, and then I have my uncensored OnlyFans. So the choice is yours. I'm not sure. Should I say the names of them, or will there be links available?
Click the link in the bio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Click the link in the bio and support. Because this is an exclusive. This is her first time doing this.
Yeah, this is my first podcast ever. So you just opened a whole new, unlocked a whole new door.
And I appreciate that because I've had very interesting guests. And like I said, this is season 5, this episode. I always go for something that's very interesting where people are afraid to touch. I did an episode where we talked about kink and fetishes. People found out, hey, I enjoy sex. What was one episode? I did an episode. Well, I'm going to be doing an episode on foot fetishes.
Nice.
Stuff like that. It's gonna be a little wild. I always go for the crazy content. I wouldn't say crazy, but I always go for the content that's just gonna bring light to certain things. We're afraid. We're really afraid.
That's what I was about to say. Things that should be normal, but we live in a society where everyone's afraid to be themselves. So when they see things that are taboo, which are really normal, everyone's just like, oh my God, I can't believe. And I'm just like, maybe if you would just wake up and be you, this could be a normal thing. But here we are. So
it's like, people are ashamed. Like, you go on Pornhub and you look for this stuff. Then you want to try it out with I always say old lady, with your old lady or your girlfriend or your significant other, but you don't want to think that she thinks you're a freak because she might leave you. Like, no, just fucking be yourself. Enjoy it. Sex is sex. You have to spice it up. This is stuff that you have to do. This is like an experience that you have to have. I've never been a sub. I've always seen it online. I'll say this to anybody. I'm only attracted to Black women. I'm just gonna throw that one out there too. But I've always been attracted to Black women. I've always been attracted to like the kink. I watch Pornhub. I watch it faithfully. I've done things. I've recorded things. And, just it is what it is. We are all. I wouldn't say we're freaks. We all just have that wild side, and we just gotta embrace that shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You live every day. You die once.
No.
So I know I'm gonna put you on the spot with this. Hopefully I don't. But I always ask all my clients, not clients, excuse me, all my guests, what's one message out there that you want to send out there to the people that's listening? How can we get in contact with you?
Oh man. So I feel like goal-wise, as like just my whole purpose online is, like you said, what we were just talking about, is just being yourself, individuality. It's okay to look up to people and get inspired by people, but don't become a clone of them. Just, I don't know. It's like, it's so emotional. Like, I get really emotional about it because I just want everyone to just comfortably wake up, love how they look, or like, know there's things that they have to work on themselves, and just do it and just be you, like, and don't care about the people or what the people around you think. Because like you said, I just feel like it's going to always hold you back if you're worried about the people that you're going to have an interaction with for like 5 seconds down the street. Like, oh my God, I'm worried about what that person's going to think of me. And it's like, you're never going to see that person again. So like, why does it matter? Just, yeah. So individuality, and also, are there certain stuff I want to say, but I don't want to say too much because me personally, I'm not at the level I want to be at. So there's certain topics, like we can talk about conspiracies and stuff, but there's certain topics that I don't want to get too in depth in because I know they're listening to me. And yeah. But yeah.
So how can we get in contact with you?
The best way to get in contact with me is probably email. When it comes to like Instagram, I'll get to it when I get to it. Depending on what it is you're looking for, like if it's a proposal for a project, email. If it's for like a custom or something involving, when it comes to like anything involving my work, for online only, your best bet is to reach me on OnlyFans. Not my free one, my uncensored one. Yeah. If it's for art or projects and anything involving like creating, email. If it's for anything sex work related, my uncensored OnlyFans will be best.
But make sure you guys, subscribe, like, share, comment to the No I.D podcast. It's going to be available on all streaming platforms. And also, just a cliffhanger, I also will be putting this on OnlyFans, but it'll be free.
Yes.
It won't be a paid subscription. But make sure you guys hit the link in the bio. Make sure you also support Nymphtheenchantress. And if you guys want to get an interview out of her, she's very personable. Just hit her up. This is an everyday person, and don't be afraid to explore your sexuality and your eroticism and kinks. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.